Hey everybody, welcome to Scorpion Sunday. I know it's been a while since I made a video, about 6 months actually, and I've had a lot of things up in the air, but I'll address that in another video, alright? Anyway, I've been trying to make this video for a long time, the 1 year later on my tool haul, which was my very first video. Anyway, I've had a few requests for that, so we're going to get into it right now. So without further ado, to the table. Okay guys, I don't want this to be a really long video, so we're going to get right to it. First thing, the Klein wire strippers. I bought these in my first tool haul. These are from the first tool haul, not stolen or misplaced, so still have these. These were 1997 at Home Depot. All right, number two, my Milwaukee linesman's pliers. Now, this is my second pair. The first pair I kind of damaged by accident when I was grinding something, and or actually cutting something with a saw that I held with this, and actually cut the tips off. So this is my second pair. This has a crimper on here, which is really nice because that way I don't have to have a separate tool that does that. It also has a fish tape puller as well. So pretty happy with this. This was $32 at Home Depot. This is the Klein level. This is my second one. This was $29.68 Home Depot. Pretty nice, really strong magnets. That's one thing I really love about this level. Very strong magnets, and pretty happy with this level. I have a Milwaukee level. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, that's not it. Here it is. Okay, now I have this really little Milwaukee level. This one's really nice because sometimes you cannot get this in the space that you need a level in. So this one's really good for tight spaces. Very nice, and the bubble is really visible, so it's also good for bending pipe and stuff like that. So pretty happy with this. This one was $19.97 at Home Depot. I've got the 16-foot tape. Now, originally I had bought a 25-foot tape, but my current job don't really do anything more than say 10 feet, so it didn't really need a 25-foot tape. So this one's magnetic, which is kind of nice, and this tape was $16.97 at Home Depot. Okay, I have a Vera screwdriver set. Just a Phillips, number 2 Phillips, and a slotted. This was 16 bucks on Kansas City Tool, kctools.com. The Klein pocket knife, let me get that. Okay, now this is the knife I carry at work all day. It's a Klein Tools pocket knife. It's pretty good. It was only 16 bucks. Now the price has gone up since I bought it. I think it's now 25 bucks, if I'm not mistaken. 26.39. I originally paid 16 for it. So anyway, this is the one I carry in my pocket while working. So really good knife actually for the money. Okay, I do have a Milwaukee demolition screwdriver set. It's got the striking cap, and I just carry the slotted. I've used it many times. It came with a Phillips, which I have in my other toolbox, which you'll see here in a minute, and it was only 10 bucks for the pair, so definitely a worthwhile investment for these two screwdrivers. I have a Craftsman screwdriver set, a number 1 Phillips, and a small slotted. I've had these since I was 18 years old. My uncle bought these for me a long time ago. All right. My side cutters are right here. These are the Journeyman side cutters. Klein, kind of expensive, 32 bucks, 32.06 actually, Home Depot. I have some Knipex scissors. These are, hold on. Anyway, these are the Klein, or not Klein, Knipex snips. These are really nice because they have a little cutout, and you can see that. It's really good for cutting tubing. You don't deform it as much when you're cutting tubing, like PVC tubing and stuff like that. The scissors were $24.98, and I have the needle nose, the Knipex needle nose pliers. These are pretty nice. They're a normal size, but with short handles, so sometimes it's sometimes in a tight situation, you can get a smaller set in there. Sometimes you need a big one, but usually I just borrow one because I don't want to have two needle nose. All right, I've got two sets of Milwaukee channel style locks. I've got a 12-inch and a 10-inch, and I use those often. The 12-inch was $17.45 at Home Depot, and the 10-inch was $13.97 at Home Depot. Okay, where's my deburr tool? Ah, crap. I left the tool at work, damn it. Oh well, no biggie, unless it's in here. I left it on the drill. Okay, anyway, left it at work. It's basically a deburr tool. I'll put a picture down somewhere up here somewhere. Anyway, it's a nice little, when you cut pipe, sometimes there's, you know, little pieces of metal on the outside, and that could cut wire or cut into wire. So you deburr it, and you can do it by hand, but I got a deburring tool for my impact driver, which made it much easier. Okay, and the deburr tool was $22.97 on Amazon. I've got a speed square. Okay, this is the Swanson. I don't use it that often, but it was only $8.97. I got that on Amazon. I have some Pittsburgh combination wrenches. They're SAE. I've had these a long time. I use those now and then. I've got a 10 millimeter. Let's see if I can find it. There it is. I've got a tucked in 10 millimeter with a ratcheting end. Just having a 10 millimeter wrench is just handy as hell. I don't remember how much that was. I got it off the Tected website. I think it was less than 10 bucks. I've got a right angle tool. I thought I had a right angle tool. I think I lost that. I think I left that one at work too. Damn it. So two tools I left at work. All right. So no worries. I'll be there when I go back. Okay. Next, I've got a this is a lock ring wrench set. These are crazy handy if you're an electrician, just the best thing. And this, it's from Gardner Bender lock ring set is what it's called. I got it at Home Depot for $13.50. Fantastic set. I've got a mini screwdriver set. I'll just show you one of them. This is the Phillips. This is a We're also 2380 for the whole set. There's 6 of them, just small Phillips and standard. Okay. Now these are my termination tool set. So I've got the rest of the Vera screwdrivers. Here, I'll just bring it over here. Rest of the Vera screwdrivers in there. There's 6 total. This is a benzomatic torch. Got it at Home Depot for $23.80. Where's my stripper tool? There it is. This is a Klein stripping tool. I know it's kind of weird having 2 strippers, but the trouble is this one will only go down to, it won't get as small as I need for doing terminations. So this one will get much smaller, will go much smaller in size. You can see those holes. Anyway, so there's my Klein stripping tool, and that was $27.94. I've got a number 1. This is a Vera number 1 Robertson 1000-volt insulated. This one's kind of handy when you're doing terminations. Now this is a hex crimper. I really don't remember the brand. Here, it's right here. It's here. Let me look at it. It's a Weiss, I-W-I-S-S. It's hex crimper, $22.99. This is just for doing terminations. And it uses these kind of termination ends. This is a cable stripping tool for stripping pretty large cables. It's got a hook so you can bring it down to take the jacket off, and you put your cable in there, and then you just go around it like so, and that'll cut it, and then you can strip it like that. Pretty handy tool. That's a Knipex, and pretty, I don't remember the price on this. I got this on Amazon. I've got this Milwaukee light. This was like $60 some. This was pretty expensive. It's it's magnetic, and it's quite bright. Well, and a lower light. Pretty nice, magnetic on 2 ends. So pretty nice light. And also, and the last thing for the daily use stuff, I've got the Milwaukee hard hat light. As you can see, it's on my hard hat. Quite bright. It's got 4 different levels. I've had that since go. Okay guys, that was the tools from my daily use stuff. Now I do keep another toolbox. That one I keep either in my trunk or or on the job somewhere if there's security, and that's what we'll go through next. Okay, so like I said, this is the DeWalt toolbox. This is the large, I think. Anyway, I've got a set of leather gloves in case I'm going to do digging or anything where grip is. An extra pair of glasses, safety glasses. This is a nut driver, 9/16 Klein. This is just some stuff that I need, that I have one-offs or stuff like that. There's some Wagos, there's some P-clips, just stuff I need on a regular basis. Some seals, knock rings, stuff like that. Other thing, actually, don't need that anymore. That's trash. That builds over. I've got a Husky knife. This one was in my original video. Still have that. This is a flashlight that was given to me by a friend. It's interesting because it's magnetic and you can angle it, so it's pretty nice. It needs a battery, but nice having a backup light. This is a very long screwdriver. It's a Craftsman one I've had for years and years. Very long, very nice. That comes in very handy. Another pair of safeties. These are tinted in case I have to work outside. Okay, this is the Klein 11-in-1. I've got all the pieces for it, but I got to tell you, I'm not a big fan of this because the pieces always fall out. Now I have them, but I don't like to carry it around just for that reason. So this is basically the Klein reaming tool or thread chaser or threading tool. It's really good for when you're doing, boxes and tying up joints and putting on finishing boxes and stuff. 'Cause sometimes the threads and the screw are a little jacked up, so you can basically just clear them out with that. I don't have a price for any of this stuff. This is a Vera number 2 Robertson, so square tip. This one's really handy with panels. The big panels that you see at homes and in businesses, those kind of panels. Yeah, these are really handy because a lot of them use the number 2 Robertson. I suggest always have a number 2 Robertson, and this is a 1000 volt insulated, just because sometimes you're working on live panels. So anyway, that one. I've got one small vice grip, and then I have a larger one. Also, I've got a Craftsman crescent style wrench, medium small one. Now this is a Klein. This is really nice because I can use it on when I'm putting plates on and switches in and stuff, because I don't have to use my impact driver, because sometimes it's too much torque and you could injure them. So basically I have this one, and it's got both Phillips and slotted, but 90% of the time you use the slotted. Here's the other demolition screwdriver, the Phillips. Here's another really long and really thin. I mean, look how long this thing is. This is a Vera, very thin. This is really good for really deep things. I use it on the automotive a lot too, for really long, hard to reach slotted. I got a pair of scissors I got from Harbor Freight. They might have been free. Got a couple electrical tape. I got an extension for an impact driver. These are nut drivers, all SAE, small set. It's 5/16 through 1/2 inch. Okay, so now we'll go to the lower part. Okay, I've got a 3-pound sledge. That comes in quite handy. I've got a 2.0 milliamp battery, Milwaukee battery. Then I've got this thing that I can charge up my phone or either of my lights. I could charge with this. Okay, this is the Tecton. Like, I don't have prices for any of this stuff. Sorry. I'll put them down below. How about that? So this is Tecton. Well, they come out of these a lot, but yeah. Anyway, this is a Allen wrench set. It's got them all. They're all in here, so that's pretty nice. And Tecton doesn't skip sizes, so pretty nice. Pretty nice set. Okay, this is a Milwaukee Impact drill bit set. Pretty handy. That way you don't have to carry 2 tools up a ladder or something. You can only carry one, so pretty happy with that. Now this is a Tecton set for for 3/8 inch drive ratchets. Handy if you need some torque on those. I've got a wire brush, small one. This comes in very handy. Just always I have a small round file. Now I used to have a half round bastard file, and I don't know what happened to that. I got some backup gloves, another pair of leathers, a rubber mallet, Home Depot. Nope, I'm sorry, that was Harbor Freight. I've got a large crescent, and it's a Craftsman. This comes in handy now and then. I've got a backup tape. Now this is a 25 footer, just a backup to have in there. Another USB, another tape. Now this is for an impact driver, and it's good. It's for bending. Comes in handy now and then, not that often though. And then I've got a couple box ends ratcheting. There's 8 different sizes, which is kind of nice. 8 different sizes on these, and these are Crescent brand. Pretty nice. Like I said, I'll put all the prices on everything down. And then very last, well, second last, I've got a crowbar. And this, I've used this a few times, but man, when you need it, it's there. And then I also have some mosquito repellent. It's it's lemon oil and eucalyptus. This thing works really good, and there's no poison in it, so it won't affect your health at all. So anyway, so those are my tools. let me clean this up and then we'll go back to the table. Okay, Garmin, stop recording. Okay guys, that's it for this video. I hope to be making another video in the next couple days explaining a little bit what's going on. But anyway, a few things I didn't cover. First of all, my tool bag. Now this is the Vito Pro Pack. It's called the Tech T. It's pretty nice. It was quite expensive. It was $173, I'm pretty sure. I got it on, they have them on Amazon, but I got it on eBay. It was a few dollars cheaper, and it was right from Vito. I just wanted something that I could carry just the tools I use on a daily basis, and that's this one. So that's my first bag. Now, when I first started, I didn't really want to spend money on a tool bag until I kind of figured out what was happening where I worked, what other people were using. So I waited about 3 months before I bought a tool bag, and this is the one I bought. This is the Husky. It's pretty nice. It was only like $16, so it's for the money, but it started tearing out at the bottom, as you can see right there. So screwdrivers were falling through, so I couldn't really use it anymore. But for the money, I mean, this thing lasted me a year, and it was only 16 bucks. So I could buy it again, and I'm still, I mean, I could do that for 10 years, and it still wouldn't equal what I paid for this one. But this one, I definitely like better, and since I'm in this for the long haul, I decided to get a nice tool bag. I also have a belt system with pouches. I rarely use that, mainly because I don't really bounce around things. I stay at a place most of the time, or sometimes if I'm doing boxes, I'll just bring a few tools with me. Okay, and yeah, so anyway, that's that. So it's about a year and a half. Things are going great. I'm pretty happy with my decision to become an electrician. So if you guys look for another video from me, and I'll talk about what's going on in my life, and I want to get your all opinion on a thing also. So anyway, take care, and I'll talk to you later. Ciao. Okay, Garmin, stop recording.